Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Alpaca with Budget with Alpaca. If you're new here, I am a mom of two. I am a wife and I also work full time. I have been budgeting off and on for several years and very recently decided that enough was enough and I wanted to get serious about our debt and about savings for our future and for everything else in between. With that being said, I am a budget by paycheck budgeter. I also use the cash stuffing and zero balance method. And if this is something that you are interested in, I highly suggest that you like, share, and subscribe. And I would love to welcome you into our community. I'm so happy you're here. Jumping right into it, as you can see, this is our paycheck budget for our most recent paycheck, which was on February 21st of 2025. Normally, and hopefully going further into this channel, I am going to be trying to get the budgets out, the paycheck budgets out the day of or the day after we get paid. In this case, it did not happen. We were so busy this past weekend. I did not even make it to the bank until Monday, which was yesterday. Um, so, in any case, let's look it over. Let's take a look and see what's going on with it. I had previously done a expected budget. That was going to be in another video, but that video quality did not turn out very well, so I ended up scrapping it. And then when I was filming the reshot of it, I completely forgot. So apologies. We'll just look into it right now. So in any case, my budget, my projected budget was going to be about $2,900 with nothing left over in cash and nothing left over in our bank. The leftover cash was from our um, cash stuffing, so the variable spendings from last time that we got paid, that would have been the leftover cash from there. I did not project to have any left over, so it was just the two paychecks. I projected 1,400 for mine, and then my husband's at 1,500. As you can see, I wasn't too far off with our projected paychecks. His was 1554.95, and then mine was 1504.54. And then we did have some leftover balance in our checking account of $33.45. And then we actually did have some cash left over. This says 62. I will say that it is actually 60 because I did use $2 last night because our son lost another tooth. Uh, y'all, have you ever had a child that has swallowed their tooth, like their baby tooth? They've lost it and they've swallowed it, because this has now happened twice with our son, and I, I don't even have words. My husband tried talking to him last night about it and saying, buddy, you can't do that. Like that's not good for you. It's not good for your body. You gotta just reach in and pull it out. But no, no, he did not do that. He said he felt it and he got freaked out by it, and so he swallowed it. Okay, perfect. Whatever. So anyway, so the $2 went to the tooth fairy. He was very excited, by the way, when he woke up this in the middle of the night and found it. And then we have our fixed expenses. As usual, we have two columns. So instead of having savings goals, this is actually just expenses continued. And then our variable expenses down here and our debt right here. We have our rent, which is due on March 10th. I had budgeted $750. There's your cat tax for the week. We have Duke for our electricity, so that is due on March 3rd, and that it was projected to be $220. Progressive, you are right in the way, my guy. I cannot see. Progressive is due February 28th and was for $92. Spectrum, our internet, was $70 due on March 1st. Our phones, we pay $35 a month to our in-laws. Our phone plan, we share a phone plan with my mother-in-law and father-in-law, and we also allow them to store their camper, their little pop up camper, in our garage. On top of that, we also split um, YouTube TV with them. So, with that, all of that being said, that's why it's so discounted. Normally, without all of that, it's like I think $100 a month for us. But in any case, all of that has brought that balance down. And then we are also paying off a battery. My husband needed a new car battery, and we did not have the funds for it, so his dad paid for it, and we are just paying them back. Our phone bill used to be 65, and then it dropped because I think, if I remember correctly, Blaine's phone got paid off finally. So that extra $30, we're still giving them 65. We're just doing the 30 towards the battery, and then that should be paid off either next month or the month after. I actually have to look into that. I'm not sure. Pages is for our daughter's violin that she rents through the school through this company called Pages. $27. Canva, that's how I make a lot of my designs for the different products that I will eventually be selling. That's $15 a month. And then PSN, the online subscription for PlayStation Network, $20. YouTube TV has recently raised their rates up so high. So now it's $87. Apple Arcade was $7. Apple, this was for GhostTube Vox, which is like the vocal um, ghost box type thing. That is $4, and then Max projected was 17, Spotify 12, YouTube Premium 15, Disney Plus. We got we did one of the what is it? What's the term I'm looking for? We did one of the things, the promotions. Yeah, that's it. We did one of the promotions because we've actually had Disney Plus canceled for quite a while, and our son had been wanting to get back into it and watch some of his favorite shows from that channel again. And they were doing their $2.99 for 12 months promotion during Black Friday, so we went ahead and signed up for it. So that is $3 a month. VRA is 97, and then Apple iCloud was 3. And these are all due. Listen, y'all, I don't know if you can hear him. If you can hear my cat, I apologize. He is stressing out. He is, it's the first day that everything has been really nice out, so I have the heat off and the window open. But I only have one window open because I've also not been feeling well today, so I didn't want to get super cold because I've been going through this, temperature change nonsense where one minute I'm super cold, the next minute I'm super hot and sweaty. So I just didn't want to deal with that. So he's freaking out because he wants the windows open. So apologies. In any case, Peacock, that says 2.6. It's actually 3.6. Projected 14. And then we have our credit cards. Best Buy is 148, Costco 158, City Simplicity is 20, Discover is 110, my Care Credit is 30, Old Navy is 50, Klarna was 50, and then the two Affirm payments were 56, and then the shop monthly payments plus the minimum payments for the Pay in 4 was $203 projected, which left us a total of, let's see, so it was so for this, I forgot I did this. So for this section, it was $1,504 total, which left us with $1,396, so $1,396. And then this column, out of these, it was $839 total, minus from the $1,396, it left us with $557. Then I brought it over here to our variable expenses. Therapy. I had therapy today and I knew it was going to be about $125. So that was one thing. And then gas is 30. Harrison's therapy is 160, like I said before. And then groceries, we've been really struggling with our grocery budget. The last time I projected $50, and I also said that we were going to use our other credit cards and things that, because we pay off the minimum balance and then we just reuse those until we're ready to actually start focusing on them. Um, in any case, the $50 that I was budgeting is not enough. Like, obviously, it's just not. So I went ahead and budgeted 150 for that, and then um, I did not put anything for meds because this I actually added later. In any case, that was $465 total, which left us with $92 left over. Then I had these DAC shops. I did go ahead and project out $78 here, and that left us with $14 left over. And I didn't project any of these, at least not on this one. I do have another spreadsheet that I did where I did have all of this projected out, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. Going into our actual amounts. When I first did this, you're going to notice, and I don't even think I updated all of these numbers, but you're going to notice that there's a lot of scribbles, there's a lot of random changes. That's because when we went out of town this weekend, my company will pay for my food, but will not pay for a companion's food. So when we went out of town, and I only have a $50 per diem amount that I can use. So when we went out of town this last weekend, instead of trying to figure out how to order online with two separate payments, I just went ahead and used our debit card for all of our purchases. So we actually ended up spending like quite a bit of money. I don't remember how much. I think it was around 200 and something dollars. That was not projected in any of this. Our eating out funds was non-existent here. That is gone. It was already non-existent, but I was toying with the idea of giving us a small little allowance for eating out this next 2 weeks. That is no more. Shout out if you guys are in Chillicothe. By the way, Chillicothe, Ohio has a amazing pizza place. It was called Cristy's. I can't remember the whole name of it. It is so good, y'all. If you are in Chillicothe, Ohio, or if you're driving through it, or if you're visiting Columbus and you want to drive like 50 minutes down south a little ways, highly recommend Christie's. It was super good. My husband, we were eating leftovers last night, and my husband said, "Man, I really wish we had this restaurant out here by us because it is super good." And if you're a new customer to them, you can sign up for text messages and email for their email list, and then you get a 20% off coupon that you can use immediately. I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of restaurants don't allow you to use it immediately, and you have to wait like 24 hours to get the coupon code. Not with Christie's. Really, really liked it. They've been around since 2020. In any case, that's my spiel. Not sponsored by them. Obviously, I'm brand new. I just really liked their pizza. I'm typically not good with pizza. Like, it usually upsets my stomach, but theirs was very good, and I have not had any issues. Um, my husband had a barbecue sausage pizza, and I actually got two different types because I couldn't decide which one I wanted more. I tried their Italian pizza and their Philly cheesesteak pizza. Both are amazing. I still have some of the Philly left that I'm going to be eating tonight. And then we also got cheese sticks, which is basically just a cheese pizza that was cut up into sticks, and it was delicious and highly recommend it. Anyway, so because of that, because of that, and because of all these other random little things that happened over the weekend, we spent a lot of money that was not budgeted. So that is why things have been kind of turned around. So originally it was going to be 750, and if I had gone on Friday like I had planned, it would still be 750 in the rent section. In any case, it's not. I think here it says 600, but yeah, when I went to the bank, it actually ended up being 500. I ended up taking out 500 instead. Duke was 219.25. That's been paid off. Progressive was 94. Spectrum 73. The phones and batteries stayed the same at 35 and 30, respectively. And then Canva was 15. PSN was 19.25, and Apple Box was 320. Those have all already come out. They've already been paid. And then Pages will be coming out soon, and I already know that that's going to be 26.75. Apple Arcade is always $6.99. YouTube TV, unless there's been another hike that I don't know about, should be $86.31 because that's what it was last month. And then Max, I think the $16.99 should be from their most recent price hike. So that should be that. And then $11.99 for Spotify, $14.55 for YouTube Premium, $2.99 for Disney Plus, and VRA was $97, and then Apple iCloud $2.99. Peacock is going to be $13.99, and our credit cards and all of these things down here we've already paid. Best Buy was $148. Costco was $157.12. City Simplicity was $20. Discover was $110. Care Credit I did $30. I think you can't see it, but this actually I originally projected that to be $50, and then I realized that it didn't need to be $50. It was actually a $30 minimum payment, so that's what I paid. And then Old Navy, you'll see there's a star there, and that I had projected $50. I thought that this payment was late. I thought that this payment that was due on February 15th had not been paid yet. So when I logged in to make that $50 payment, to my surprise, I had already paid that payment. I paid it, I guess, with my January 22nd paycheck, and I paid $70. So the minimum balance for actually March 15th was only $30. And so I went ahead and paid 30 instead of 50, so that kind of saved us a little bit of money. But because something, oh yeah, it saved us a little bit of money. Sorry, I was looking down here and I was like, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, yes, it saved us about $20 in this case. And then our Klarna payment was $49.93, and that is for our Simple Plan tickets for our daughter's birthday. And then Affirm was $56, and our shop payments for the minimum payments that were due was $202.14. Now, all of that being said, not accounting for the mini changes that I did, the balance was right around $832.50. Bringing that over here, therapy was $125. I originally had gas budgeted to $30. Therapy $160. Groceries $150. And then I added my meds because I do have to pay for my meds soon, and that was $40, which brought us to a total of $505 and a leftover of $327.50. With that, I said, okay, well, let's go ahead and pay off the rest of these Diamond Art Club payment plans. Why not? So, and that was the pay in force. So I still have the monthly. If you remember from that last spreadsheet for one of my videos, I have a monthly still left over, but these were the pay in force. Well, once those were totaled together, that was $215.73, which would have left us with $111.77. And then that would have been about $49.77 in the bank, plus the $60 in cash from my last cash stuffing. Obviously, those numbers are a little different because I made this on Friday. I tried to adjust it a little bit yesterday, but honestly, I didn't do a very good job of it because I did not go back through and re-add everything. I did not recalculate everything. I did, however, make sure that I had money left over in the bank as a buffer, as well as knew exactly what I was pulling out for my cash stuffing. With that being said, I am going to do a separate video for the cash stuffing. So I hope you'll watch it because I am excited to do it. It's not going to be super long, I don't think. I don't anticipate it to be super long because I don't really have a whole lot of binders to stuff with this one because of how I managed to tweak this and really, I mean, honestly, screw it all up with that work trip. We ended up, we had pizza and we went to McDonald's a couple times. We had to go to Walmart at one point, and then we also had to go to Dollar General at another point. Um, so yeah, so we spent a lot more money than I anticipated, and that is why that is why, friends, I try to go to the bank on payday to pull out as much money as I can, because I know that if it's in the bank, we will spend it. We will swipe the card so fast versus pulling out the cash and being like, do I want to give this to you? Do I really want to hand this $50 bill over to you? Not particularly. Um, so yeah, so next paycheck, I'm definitely going to be trying to leave a little bit earlier to get to the bank, so that I can not do that, because my next paycheck, once again, I'm going to be going out of town for the weekend, so I have to make sure that I'm not overspending with that paycheck as well. Um, so that's it. That's all. I hope you enjoyed this. It was a little bit more chaotic than what I hope they will be normally. Um, so bear with me. Please come back to the next one, because it will be a little less crazy and hectic, I hope. But it's real, right? Right? Like it's real life. It is what it is. We overspend and then we have to correct, and sometimes we fully correct and we rewrite all of the things that we need to rewrite, and sometimes we cross things off and forget to update the numbers, but we know what the numbers are in our brains and we've written them down somewhere. As is the case with me, I know I've written it down somewhere. I have a plan. We're good to go. I'm not worried about it. I know exactly what's in our bank and what still needs to come out. um, so yeah, so if you're still here, thank you so much. So appreciative of you guys. I hope that you will like, comment, share, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Y'all take care.